Hey, Liam, doing a story on the secrecy around Star Wars. What kind of special security precautions did you see when you went to the set?
Well, first of all, to get into Leavesden Studios in London, there were guards, and there was the old red and white bar that comes down. You kind of felt you were in a kind of Nazi World War II film, getting to the border, But I mean, there's no searching or anything like that. But there was a level of secrecy that was respected. There were no, at least I wasn't aware of any great incidents with photographers and stuff like that. Because George and his team, they wanted to protect the story for the fans and audiences so that it wouldn't be spoiled for them.
Did you ever notice, or were you ever aware of people who tried to sneak onto the set?
I think there was it happened a couple of times. I think I vaguely remember, but whether the photographs were killed or he was killed, I'm not sure. It might be the latter, actually. I'm sure. But,
Well, these days with the internet and so many entertainment reporters, people are really kind of plugged into when people are cast. How quickly after you were cast did you notice people coming up to you on the street and asking you questions about Star Wars?
it didn't happen, maybe once or twice. George and Rick had asked us to kind of sign an agreement that we wouldn't talk about the story, which I didn't, even to my wife. I never told her what it was about because I wanted to honor that, that thing I'd signed,
Did that bug her at all?
No, not really. She respected that.
The lightsaber, a very famous movie prop,
Yes.
but props sometimes in real life aren't as impressive as they are on screen.
Yeah.
The first time you picked one up, was it exhilarating or was it a bit of a letdown?
It was exhilarating because George brought them in this beautiful velvet-lined box, and there were 4 or 5, and he said to you and myself, pick your lightsaber. So I went for the smoothest one because I knew we were going to have lots of fights, and I didn't want any jagged edges cutting into my hand and stuff. So that kind of sword fight experience, told me which one to take.
So mementos on your wish list of things to keep. When filming completed, what things did you want to keep?
Well, I have my lightsaber mounted in a very safe place, and that was kind of all I wanted, really. I wouldn't have minded the costume, but all that stuff has to go back to the Skywalker Ranch. It's a great costume.
Now, you play a very wise figure in this movie. Now, are you anticipating, say you're on an airplane, that you're going to have all these people coming up to you and asking you for advice on their business deals, their love life, that type of thing?
I wonder. I wonder. Yeah, business thing. I might say, okay, give me all your money. I will speak to Yoda, and we'll get back to you. There you go, Mr. Jedi. Thank you. Now,
And
go off to some island somewhere.
Okay. And last question. This is something Harrison Ford, a famous story, when he was making Star Wars, says he felt really frustrated because it was hard for him to anticipate what was going on because they'd be talking about special effects that were going to be put in months later.
Right.
How difficult was it for you?
Well, I mean, I can sympathize with Harrison because that was the number one. They perhaps couldn't envision what was going to be out there. But at least we had the knowledge of seeing these 3 films, and George would show us on a computer screen what we were approximately what would be out there and what we would see. But that being said, when I did see the film, it was like I was so struck by the scale of it and the epicness of it and these amazing worlds he has created.